Hello my lovely people of the crafting universe. Today we will be unboxing the monthly subscription box from Papercraft Society. This is the box number 7, and at the end of the video I will show you one of the projects I made just to better show you what's inside the box. So as you know, each of the boxes is designed by a different designer. This box was designed by Helen Griffit, and I will mention her several times because I'm really impressed with what she did with this box. And every box comes with this cute folder, a secret package wrapped in tissue paper, and every box includes almost 10-pound voucher for shopping on the Craft Stash site. So this adds a lot to the value to the box. I already think that this is the best value box in the market, but with the addition of the shopping voucher, this box is unbeatable. So let's have a look at what's inside. We will start with the mother pack, which is this trifold folder, and which always includes a lot of amazing stuff. Oh, I have it upside down. As always, the folder indicates the colors which you will get in the box, and it includes quotes from the designer. They are usually quotes about arts, about crafting. And let's start with the main part of the box, which is the dies. And this is why I like this box a lot. It is because it's aimed not exactly at the card makers, but at the crafters or even mixed media artists. So this is a box die. Of course you can make cards using these dies, but this specific one is meant to be for a box, and at the end of the video I will show you the box and all the small dies in more detail. Also included 8 sheets of decorative paper. The box doesn't say the weight of the paper, but it feels like 260, maybe 280 gram paper, so really good quality paper. So you get these beautiful watercolor style flowers, 2 sheets of framed paper. Those are one-sided sheets, and my absolute favorite is this stripy, vintagey stripy paper. And in the next compartment, another quote from the designer. I like these quotes, they make the box feel more personal, as if the designer is talking to me, the customer. We have a lovely little package with a surprise inside. And it is a watercolor brush, the one that you need to fill with water. And I left this in the video, but I really struggled to open the pen. We all know how water brush pens work. You need to unscrew it, put the water in, and screw it back together. And I really struggled to unscrew the pen until I realized that you have to unscrew it in the opposite direction as you normally would. So you unscrew the pen clockwise and you screw the pen back together anti-clockwise, and for some reason my brain and my hands could not coordinate this other direction of screwing and unscrewing the pen. But finally I managed it. So also included with the water brush there is watercolor paper. Again, good quality paper. It feels like 300 gram paper maybe. And you get 6 sheets of it. So for your art projects or for your cards. As I said, this box, in my opinion, is not exactly a card maker's box. You can do whatever you want with it. Whatever type of art you would like to do, you can do with this box. And finally, the stamps. you get 22 stamps altogether. And there are some generic flower stamps, some sentiments, but what I like most are these two border stamps, the leaves and this little zigzag line, because again, these stamps in my mind go beyond the card making. You can use them on your mixed media project. And only then I realized that some dies go together with some of the stamps. So you can use the die to cut out the leaf. You have a die to cut out the sentiment, and you have a die to cut out even the wavy line. Yes, even the wavy line has a die. Oh, that's beautiful. And there is a die for the little tag. So that is in the main folder. Let's open the secret package now. It is wrapped in tissue paper, which is a craft supply on its own. And if you have all the Craft Society boxes, you have quite a collection of different colored tissue paper by now. And voila! So what do we have here? Let's move the tissue paper to have a better look what it has been hiding. And as with every Papercraft Society box, there is this little card which gives you useful information about different crafting materials. And this time it is about different paper weights and how to use different papers. If you don't need that, it's a perfect material to make, for example, a mixed media tag. They have also included these rather intriguing blingy dot things. They are like faceted jewels and they are self-adhesive, from tiny one to a big one. And you can use them as flower centers or just as a decoration for your project. And they have this time not 2 but 3 inks. They have included 3 inks. These are hybrid inks, so the most versatile inks possible. You can stamp with them on paper, on acetate, on very glossy paper, and you can even emboss with them because they are slightly sticky. And you can, yes, you have 3, and you can use them to color with watercolor, and you can use them to color even with alcohol markers. So a really good ink. And if you subscribe to all the boxes, in a year you have quite a collection of very good quality inks. Every box includes a little booklet which tells you about the designer, which shows you different projects. It's like having a whole crafting magazine included in your box. And the cardstock. So you get the silver mirror cardstock, 2 sheets, and these are double-sided sheets of colored cardstock. At the first glance, these colors look quite Christmassy, but if you take any color out, it becomes a really lovely universal color combination, for example, for quite masculine cards or masculine projects. So again, one more reason to love this box. So let's see what happens. What can we make with this box? So I took out the red cardstock and I'm leaving these because with red it reminds me of Christmas color combination, which by the way means that you easily could use this box to make Christmas project. So very versatile box. And later you will see some flower dies which actually look like snowflakes. So if you use a silvery mirror cardstock to cut out snowflakes, you can easily make a Christmas card, for example. So let's take our biggest die, which is the box die, and as you see, the designer has designed it so that it fits perfectly the paper, so you will not waste paper, but it is a maximum size that you can put through your ordinary big shot die cutting machine. So I really like what Helen has done here. She allows us to use our die cutting machine to the maximum and get the biggest possible box out of it. The die cuts really easily. And the beauty of this die is that it not only cuts the outline of the box, but it also leaves impressions for the fold lines. So the box is very easy to put together. And I will be using this beautiful vintagey stripy paper to cut out the decorative panels. We need the smaller panel for the end of the box, the bigger panel for the front of the box, and the longest shape for the top or the closure of the box. So when that is cut, I'm using the ink with, which was included in the box, the ink with the same color as the greenish paper, not so much to darken the edges, but just to take out the whiteness of the edge. The ink will be more visible on the stripy paper, and it will unite all the papers together and make your final project more pleasing to the eye. And I of course had to cut everything 2 times, and when you cut everything, you, even without looking at the instructions, but the booklet includes really good detailed instructions, you understand how the box comes together. I'm using art glitter glue to glue decorative panels onto my box, and I'm doing it before I'm putting the box together just because it's easier this way. So the longer panels go on top of the box, and the square panel is for the ends of the box. To decorate my box, I cut out all the flowers using the dies included in the box. And now I'm using the watercolor brush and the inks included in the box to add just a slight tint of color to the leaves, the greenish color to the leaves and the reddish color to the flowers. So you can see all the flowers you can cut with this die. And the bigger one I decided not to use for this box. It seemed to be too big for this box. And I'm just quickly cutting some decorative panels from the book page for my tag. Also the flowers themselves I cut from the book page just to add some more interest to the box. So I will be using flowers to decorate my little box, but as you will see in your brochure, the designer gives you suggestions for other ways to decorate your box. And I've decided to use my favorite stamp from this stamping set, which was a zigzag line. I've decided to stamp on one side of the box, and because the stamp itself is longer than a box, I'm using my stamping platform to stamp it perfectly. I'm masking off the ends of the box because I don't want the wiggly line to go on the ends of the box. I'm using archival ink, this time black, and stamping the zigzag line, and it's stamped perfectly from the first time. Now all that's left to decorate this side of the box is to glue down all the leaves and all the flowers, and I'm still using the art glitter glue for that. I'm very happy with these flowers and this color combination because the flowers do not look too girly or too sweet. And on the other side, I've decided to glue the sentiments just to show you what dies are included in the set and what they can do. So you get 4 words. For you with love, and of course you can make different combinations, love you, just with love, and others, but I would like you to pay attention to the next word, which is with. That Helen has designed the word so that the little dot on top of the I is included in the die. You don't need to search on your table for the little dot after you cut the word I. The little dot is still attached, and to me it is a sign that Helen has really thought well about her dies, and I'm very happy about that. So I glued the box together. It went really quickly. You don't even need to look at the instructions. It's quite easy to understand how the box goes together. And the closure. You put the 2 sides together and put the top on so that the slits fall onto the top. And I'm tying the little tag. And you see how easily the box closes, so it tells you that the die has been designed really well. Everything fits perfectly. And just to add some other dimension, I'm adding decorative centers using Nouveau drops. And how to use the box, here is how to use it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see other videos like this, please click the subscribe button and leave a comment. And I'm leaving you with some still images of the box and the final project. Bye bye, see you soon.